So this is the instructions for the WIX builder, and I'm using the Japanese version because I figure many of you are going to use the Japanese version, and hopefully it'll be easy to understand even if you're using another language. If you decided on the English version of the builder, then great, it's great practice, but if you find it's hard to understand or navigate, I suggest to log in Japanese because it will slow you down a lot if you use all English, maybe. It depends, but it might. So you'll see this page like this, and you click 今すぐ始める. The next page you see, you're going to do the Toroku, the registration. You'll put your mail address. You can use your Toyo address, or you can use another Gmail or whatever email address you want to use. Please don't use a mail address that you never check. It's important that you actually check that account. You'll enter it 2 times. Then you'll enter a password. Don't use the password for the email account. Use a different password, but one that you can remember. And then enter that password again. And then you're going to click the Toroku button. So you'll have many pages. Just keep continuing through. Select whatever you'd like to select for this. It really doesn't matter too much what you select. You can always change your customized page later. I would click ADI. Anyway, go through, skip or select. You can do skip as well as Sugi. There are many templates on WIX. You gotta kakunin your information. When you kakunin, make sure you just have the website name that you've come up with and your email address. Don't put any other information. Don't put your picture, your address, your phone number, nothing like that. Not even your SNS account, because this is just for a class. You don't need any personal identifying information. Keep your privacy, okay? All right, and then push Tsugie, the next button. Here you can select any pages you want to add, or just go on to the Saito Henshu button to start editing. It's up to you. On this page, you can kind of see your builder and what your site is starting to look like. Right at this point, you don't really need to add much design or information for Kara's sake. Just maybe go ahead and put your business name in the middle there. And then click Kokai, publish, Kokai, that's super important. Here, you have your domain name that you're supposed to put in. I just go with the default and make sure you click Muryo. Do not pay for your website. This is just a class project. No need to pay for anything. Make sure to click the Muryo domain and you can see your site as is. You may be able to make changes to the free site domain name or not. But this is what I want you to click, and then kokai shite. Let's see what happens. Click the bottom button. Waiting, waiting, waiting. It's done. You can now click Site Omiru to see what your site's going to look like, or you can end the page, whichever you want. If you click Site Omiru, this is what you're going to see. And see at the top in the red, I circled my URL. That's what I'm going to copy and send to Kara, this URL. When you go back to the editor, you can see in red your URL. So if you didn't already, copy that URL to send to Kara. Also, go to your username at the top on the right and log out. Make sure to log out. That way you can check your URL the way Kara would see it. If you check your URL and you can't see it, that means you didn't publish it properly. So make sure that you can log out and see the URL. then email it to Kara. Thank you. Good luck. Let me know if you have any questions.